When I was 17, I started playing guitar, and it was something that my dad had tried to teach me to do when I was younger, but he didn't have a lot of patience and I didn't have a lot of patience. And between us, there was a deficit of patience, so I didn't learn how to play. And then I picked up his old guitar when I was about 17, and I asked him to teach me a song, John Prine song, who I think has played at Tønder. and I started there, and I learned all of the songs on John Prine's first record, and then I went from there, I guess. I started writing songs a couple of years later, and then not too long after that I made a record. I'm just trying to break your heart. I don't have much interest in making people laugh except between songs. That's not entirely true. I do write some more lighthearted songs, but they don't make it onto albums. I play them on the road. Or at least so far they don't. You know, I just made an album that had a lot of heavier songs on it, and a friend of mine who's a poet back in the States said that maybe for the next record I shouldn't work so hard to cover all that territory, and I should just make something a little bit lighter and easier. And he may be right. We'll find out. I think there's a certain amount of pain present just in being alive as long as you're paying attention, which not everybody maybe is. Even if you have a good, comfortable life, which I do, I think most people I know do, there's still a certain amount of pain. And to me, the bedrock of American blues music and all of the various musics that grew out of it is a reaction to that pain of being alive. And then I think it's maybe an enactment of love, and love is the reconciliation for that pain. Yeah. I don't have a best song. I think that hopefully by the time I get done there will be a body of work that shows an arc of what I was interested in and what kind of life I had, and who I loved. And I have a daughter. Maybe my concern with the natural world and what it feels like to be alive right now. And that's as much as I would be interested in doing, having one great song. Sometimes people end up having one, but you never know which one people are going to like, and then they might like one that you think is sort of okay but not great, and then you have to play it every night. I feel like the moment a song is done and recorded, it's almost the least interesting song in the world to me. So the best song is usually the next song, and it might be here, it might not be.
Well, I left this town with rattle of the wire. The heater was blowing, but nothing inside. But out under the darkness, I swallowed my pride. When I left this town, I was running. When I left this town with the milk and the fire, the rattling hollow axe in the choir cut me, called me, and held me entire. When I left this town, I was done in. Couldn't understand what I wanted. No one could hold my hand and say it's alright. Born into the land of the dead, I was haunted, but I could hear the ghost singing on the other side. Well, I left this town with the blood and the wine, the rooster crowing. My mama was crying for everything born. There's another one dying. When I left this town, I was done young. You couldn't say my name, you didn't know it, and you thought it was a game. Honey, I was gambling my life. said, why don't you show it? And I left you standing in the dust by the highway sign. I left this town with rattle open wide. I left this town with rattle open wide. I left this town with tears in my eyes. Oh, I left this town, and I left this town. Ooh, I left this town. Yeah.